Yeah, really interesting film. Yeah, two quite claustrophobic films actually in a row there, but very, very striking. So, best out.
I've gone for something a bit lighter now.
Yeah.
The Lost City. So this is Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum in a kind of Jungle Cruise style adventure. She's a romance novelist who's kidnapped and he goes off to save her. He's actually her cover model, who's a lot less intelligent than she is, and kind of ambles after her in a bumbling style. A lot of comedy ensues, various bits of action, and Brad Pitt makes a very funny appearance.
Oh, does he? Okay.
He does.
I haven't had a chance to see this yet, but from what I've seen, I've seen a few clips that I just left me bemused, really. I thought, oh, I quite like Sandra Bullock, but I thought, I have no idea what this is really about or what's going on.
The plot isn't the main thing. It's more about the comedy, let's face it. But if you enjoyed films like Romancing the Stone back in the 80s, that kind of smart kind of repartee between the sort of warring couple, that works. And also it's sort of gender flips some of the cliches in that. So, you know, she's the smart one in this one.
Yeah.
And Sandra Bullock being Sandra Bullock wearing an incredible catsuit, you know, what's wrong with that? She's very funny and yeah, very enjoyable. It's a light watch, but again, if you want something that is a bit of escapism in a glamorous location with a steady stream of laughs, I think The Lost City's got it.
Yes, well, it takes us back to where we started. We all need something to make us smile at the moment. And DVDs and streaming, there's a really interesting choice this week.
Yes, now on movie is Drive My Car, which was a tremendous film. I think one of the films of last year, the Japanese film that won the Oscar and the BAFTA for Best International Feature. An extraordinary story, really. To cut it short, it's about a female chauffeur driving around, an actor and director. But there's a lot more to this film than that. As you know, it's about grief, it's about family, it's about loss, it's about coming to terms with communication or the lack of communication that we have with the people close to us. Fascinating film.
I thought it was a really clever, striking film. I loved the way it was filmed, and I'm not going to help now because I don't even almost know how to describe it, but there's something very calming about watching it, even though there's a lot of visually calming, even though there's a lot of turmoil in his head, and as you say, he's dealing with grief. And I went into it, as people might, because it's very, very, very long, thinking, oh gosh, this is long. But goodness, it doesn't feel it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel it. And that's a testament to it as well, I think.
Definitely 3 hours. This is one of the few 3-hour films that I've said I'm glad that I watched it, and it earned every minute of those 3 hours. And I think it allows it that leisurely pace that you're talking about. You know, that means that you're drinking it and you feel very comforted by it and you're just totally invested in it.
Yes, really. And great performances. Really,
Fantastic.
really beautifully made, isn't
Yeah,
it? Really, it's a curious film, but really, really interesting, I think. Good to see you, Anna. Thank you very much indeed. A real mixed bag today, and that's always a good thing. Thanks very much for being with us, and enjoy your cinema going, whatever you choose to go and see this week. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello. After a largely dry and settled weekend, not much change in the weather forecast over the next few days. High pressure keeping things mostly dry. Could be 1 or 2 showers around on Monday, but there will be a little bit more cloud, although less of a breeze compared to the weekend. Monday then largely dry for many areas. 1 or 2 showers move into parts of eastern England through the morning, and by the afternoon, with the cloud bubbling up, could be a few more heavy ones, but they will be very isolated across parts of England and Wales. Should be dry for Scotland and for Northern Ireland. Cool for the northeast, 10 degrees or so here, but further south we could well see 16 degrees or so again. Heading through Monday night into Tuesday, a bit more cloud again filtering in across the far north and northeast of the UK, but with some clearer spells elsewhere. Could be just a touch of grass frost to take us into Tuesday morning. Another predominantly dry day once again on Tuesday. Always a bit more cloud towards the east and northeast, with the breeze coming in off a cool North Sea. West is best for sunshine and top temperatures between about 9 to 17 degrees. Bye-bye.
The night sky.
The telescope changed our view of things, and modern astronomy was born.
The Earth.
It's not at the centre of the solar system. The sun is.
The moon.
Walking across new terrain and planting a flag.
It's astonishing to think how far we've come. Absolutely wonderful.
The discoveries.
Mars was once blue.
The endless possibilities.
The James Webb Space Telescope marks the latest steps in our astronomical journey.
The unknown.
There is a lot more to it than that.
A mission in search of answers. Space and science. Watch on BBC4 and iPlayer.
Welcome to Newsday. Reporting live from Singapore, I'm Mariko Oy. The headlines. Emmanuel Macron becomes the first French president to be re-elected in 20 years.
Dès à présent, je ne suis
From now on,
le candidat d'un camp, mais le président
I'm not
de toutes et
a
tous.
candidate anymore. I'm now the president of everyone.
Defiant in defeat, Marine Le Pen says she'll use her best results ever as a springboard for the future.
Le score historique de ce soir.
Tonight's historic score puts our camp in an excellent position to obtain a large number of deputies next June.
While Christians celebrate Orthodox Easter in Ukraine, Russia continues to bombard the south and east of the country. 10 people from the tourist boat that sunk off Japan are confirmed dead. Others are still missing.
Live from our studio in Singapore. This is BBC News. It's Newsday.
It's 7 in the morning here in Singapore and 1 o'clock in Paris, where supporters of Emmanuel Macron have been celebrating what looks like a historic victory. He's on course to win a second term as French president, the first time in 20 years that French voters have chosen to re-elect a sitting president. A few hours ago, the challenger, Marine Le Pen, conceded defeat